friends, I'm the vegan. I have a new ice cream. Yeah, also in winter I can't stop eating ice cream now and then. And I want to eat banana ice cream especially. And I always have some frozen bananas in the freezer. Yeah. Whenever I get some bananas at home, I have usually a whole bunch. Then they begin to turn brown, and I don't want to eat them at that moment. I put them into the freezer in slices. Yeah, and that's how I make my ice cream. Today I have a little trick because I want to give the ice cream a certain creaminess with cashew nuts, and I want to make a vanilla ice cream. That was the idea, because I think bananas, they really have a relationship to the vanilla. I guess with that peel. Vanilla, you can almost emulate vanilla flavor with the banana peel. Of course I don't use the peel, but it is in the banana too, this kind of very complex flavor. Vanilla is one of the most complex flavors. It's a wonderful flower, it's a petal, and they use it from month and month in the process of fermentation and all these things to get really this wonderful vanilla flavor. So it's very special, and it makes you sensitive. Yeah, it encourages the senses, the sensitivity. So very nice spice, and of course perfect with sweetness. So I enhance the sweetness of the cashew cream I make with dates. I show you, and for this I also have a trick, because afterwards I want to put that cream into my ice cream. And to have it a blitz ice cream, that means I can eat it right away from the food processor. I do not to put it in the freezer again, so I can make it very spontaneously. For that I have to go step by step, yeah, and do some tricks. So the first is I blend the cashews together. I begin blending the cashews. Here a cup of cashews, almost not a whole cup, it's a small cup, with some bananas, 2 bananas or so, not too much. Just enough to get these creamy. You cannot blend, or not so good to blend cashews by themselves, then it wouldn't work. So with bananas they get a nice creaminess. Yeah. And I put some dates to make it sweeter. Yeah, I have some, maybe 6-7 dates, whatever you have. They are small dates, it depends on how sweet you like it. And I want to keep it a light color. The vanilla makes it dark anyway, but for the bananas to be lighter, half a lemon would do it. And it's also enhancing the flavor of the sweetness a little bit. Just a little bit, not too much. It's not a lemon ice cream, but the vanilla should be in the foreground and the lemon just in the background, just to keep the banana a little bit at bay, together with the dates, to enhance the sweetness, to prepare the ground for this vanilla. This is the queen, maybe the queen of spices, I don't know. And right now it's very, very expensive due to problems with the trade. They have a lot of problems. I haven't seen a documentation about it. The vanilla is made in Madagascar and other places in Africa and elsewhere on the planet meanwhile, but they have huge problems, and so the prices have tripled. Yeah. It's very expensive now, and I will wait with more vanilla recipes until they are back down a little bit. But I hope it's coming soon now. It's been for a couple of years now, and it's not so nice to have this most expensive vanilla. But the people who work with it, they should have a profit too, and they have a hard work with it. And well, thieves around, I guess, it's very expensive, and the thieves go around and steal whole amounts of the harvest. That causes a big problem, and so on. These kind of stories, you know. But now I will first make the cashew cream first with a blender dance. That would need a little bit more blending, also because I have not soaked the cashew nuts. You soak them and rinse them. They are easy to blend, but they are also softer. So I want to keep the texture a little bit more creamy. So I begin with this flavor the fragrance already wonderful. It's very nicely together, all these ingredients. But you know, now I blended it for some time, so it begins to get warm. And if I put the warm mass into the processor with the frozen bananas, it won't be an ice cream anymore. So I have to work very quickly. And I tell you, when I took these bananas out of the freezer, I waited until everything else was prepared. Now I take the bananas out of the freezer so they do not melt even a little bit, because the more they are frozen, the better I can make my ice cream immediately. So these so-called blitz ice. So now I put the frozen bananas, some of the frozen bananas, into my cream to get this cream down in temperature a little bit. So maybe I have to turn it over because the cream is going up on the blender walls and I don't want to lose too much of the substance here, the cream, on the blender walls. So I've helped it turn over a little bit. At the same time I watch it. I watch how the whole thing looks. It looks very nice. I'll show you in a moment. One more shot blender. So now I have the perfect creaminess, I have the perfect flavor, and I have a nice temperature. It's cold enough, cool enough. Wow. Oh. But this is not it. It will only be it after the next step. Wow. Oh, nice, you have to try. So I have the food processor here with the S blade. This is what I use the ice cream for, to make ice cream, because the power blender is very fast. It creates a lot of heat. If you begin to blend the ice cream here, you won't have an ice cream. It will have almost runniness. Yeah, it is almost thawed then. But that's why the food processor is the perfect tool for ice cream, because you can have the ice cream, make a ball of it, right after you made it. And it doesn't melt down that fast. So have a lot of bananas here. Make sure at first you get them out of the freezer in the last moment when you have everything prepared. And then you have more frozen bananas, a lot more than the cream here in this blender. I'll show you now what the cream looks like. I have to do it right here because I show when it's inside the food processor. I will show you. It is a pretty nice creamy and a firm cream. I put it now onto the frozen bananas, mostly all of it. It's also why you don't have to use too many cashews, too many bananas that are not frozen, because otherwise you have too much of the unfrozen cream. Yeah? And then you won't have an ice cream anymore. Then you have to put it in the freezer. That doesn't matter. You can put it in the freezer and have the ice cream later. But if you, just in case you want to have it as a surprise, for example, when a friend comes by or so, you want to make an ice cream right away, and then you make this trick. That's what I do, and my friends love it. Here, you need to see the cream now. You see, it's really creamy. You see the sides here, but the frozen bananas, they are the majority. They have the same. So now I make the ice cream quickly. That looks like ice cream here. It looks very nice. Wow. I hope it's not frozen. I'll check it out immediately. For my ice cream balls. Yeah, it's okay. They are balls. Yeah, okay, I would say balls. It's a little bit runny already, but still I can still see the balls here. Ice balls. It's still nice and perfect. And now it has the perfect vanilla ice cream flavor I like so much. One more, and you can see this perfect vanilla ice cream. Isn't that nice? Yummy, right? I have one more glass in here, and I will have it right away. And if not, I just put it into a little container in the freezer and can take it out anytime and wait for 1 hour or 2 hours maybe. It thaws a little bit, and then I can enjoy also. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, give me a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe at The Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and the Twitter.